Kwaj. One team.
On the morning of 4 February, troops prepared for the final assault on the last 1,000-yard long, 400-yard wide strip of coral.
The complex or Richardson Theater was built between 1944 and 1945. It was one of the 7 theaters operating on Kwaj at the time, along with countless movies projected on the screen. The stage was also used for a number of USO shows. The Island Memorial Chapel. Thousands of soldiers and sailors have prayed and attended services and honored the fallen in this chapel. Designed and built as a volunteer project by men of all branches of the military, the chapel was originally constructed between 1944 and 1945.
Missionary contact was associated with significant changes in Marshallese dress, dance, and song, marriage customs, and holiday celebrations.
Voyagers from the Philippines, Indonesia, and islands north of New Guinea reached parts of Micronesia, possibly as early as 3000 BC.
American forces reached the juncture of Wallace and Will Roads on 1st February 1944 at 11:35 hours and began the advance towards their Phase 1 objective.
In May 1943, President Franklin D. Roosevelt and Prime Minister Winston S. Churchill accepted the recommendation of the combined American and British military staff to seize the Marshall Islands.
The second day's objective was the airfield. An artillery assault paved the way as American forces moved forward with the airfield on their left.
The Philippine Army airfield was originally constructed by the Japanese and was less than quarter the length of the current runway.
American forces began fighting on Kwajalein Island on 1st February 1944.
Well, when I came here, I wanted to make us all feel like we were part of one team, Team Kwaj. So I thought about a number of events that we could do together and people could come together and earn the Team Kwaj tab. And the culminating event is to do the full circle of the island, 6-mile road march, and then read all the historical markers so that we can build a team while we exercise together and do PT together, but also read those historical markers and learn a little bit about the history of this great island and what it has meant for U.S. history and what still makes it important and valuable today. The plan is that we're going to do these every couple of weeks. It'll be a community event that we'll do periodically to make sure that people that want to do it, and we encourage people to do it more than once. Everybody on this island, no matter what you do, is part of the important mission here, and that's what Team Kwaj is. We're all here for one mission, one purpose, living here on the island. This island, it's important to our nation, and it's our home. And so let's build those relationships and build Team Kwaj.
Oh, so it's kind of about team bonding, Team Kwaj. We all came together to support the 25th Mungadai, 25th ID, who's out here doing some leader development, and it kind of just fit in, right? So we came out here to support them. We came out here to do the 6-mile road march with them, as this is the culminating portion of their 72-hour event that they're running. At the end of the day, it's really about being part of the team and support of their mission out here as well. I was part of 25th ID HHBN Command Sergeant Major over there, and I fell under to Vardy, who's out here and participating in the Mungadai today. So it has a special place in my heart. It's not the first Mungadai I've done. I've done a Mungadai with them over there on Hawaii as well. But to be able to bring them out here and train something that hasn't been done for 80-some years now, to be able to do that again, an amazing feat. I got to go out there and play a little bit of OP4 and fight with them a little bit, and it was fun, it was exciting, and again, just about building that team and getting the leaders the practice that they need. I think Team Kwaj, one team is what it really comes down to it, and it doesn't matter if you're 25th ID, Navy, the rest of the Army, or us here on Kwajalein Atoll. It's all about being one team and getting after the fight, the real mission, and in support of the United States, in support of our other host nation and our teammates.
It was great teamwork. Brings memories of camaraderie, great spirit to core, and love seeing the Vectors team and the military and the community out here, the Army, the Navy, the Seabees, and of course supporting the 25th Infantry Division with their training. Brings back memories from my second MOS in amphibious assault, and recall that the 4th Division from our amphibious assault was the one that attacked at Rowing the Moor. So brings back a little bit of memories when we were training and doing our historicals in the Marine Corps battles.
Team Kwaj. Team Kwaj. All right, that was a lot of fun.
Ilokar Juan Zarere, Rukurerin, Chikujukun Beregain, Iba im Kwajalein, Rar kuba do gido yenin im kamane ikure in yagyuyo nganair chela mairon. Timigin et chela kobo rukure rain. Ragar gadadir jen yagyuyo lak. Enaj wurchuan nanin majal. Jenaja kadage sen video in. Egine jergargareo ak pichayo an team B. Konajlo an bauri bomne ido yen patane. Rubataro an time riskwal kajurin beir ido air ragarang. Menin ido kun kabdalaba. Double O Jen Nelson, Team B. Como nela ngar regas jigororo, kader merong rebiji wo jigorgo. Kier gargareo an time. Jadi mak alu je lagan kamoni gargaragin, rejeja ijagin. Ido terrain jadwal akan rebotaro jen tim B rukure rain ela bayar bergadir kocabawat ada mana yang kadang ido karyanin akan lengsikin wiya mangai mangagin radungun enno ido kakazain nane areng chestane kadage e pata melilin rangarang ak tating ako jela ya barol dong ngade kurein ya boyan kalimomo yuk gede cuan bobu memana mencen time ijala etsep kanus kap aiduk videoin aga pagai ido mejende manana video mo jana tanakan time team B komol kanam gar pokona ido yagiyo an bakari rosen Kwajalein ruatau ni rongo chidu
baby, one and only. There can only be
Jigorgo an team again Jarama dengan gum yang olive komol elap
The Army 25th ID recently visited Kwaj on their 72-hour Mungadai event. A Mungadai on Kwaj hasn't been done in over 80 years, and this year that changed. The 25th ID went on various of journeys throughout different islands on the Marshall Islands and ended here on Kwaj with a 6-mile ruck march and took their boats all the way from Coral Beach to Emon Beach.
Had to prove themselves in a test called the Mungadai. And so what we did here is we brought ourselves out for a 4-day Mungadai into Kwajalein. Came from the 25th Infantry Division in Hawaii. We utilized 4 different islands throughout the atoll. And what we were doing is a series of physical and tactical events to build cohesion with each other and to build camaraderie. In the 25th Divardi that I command, one of the things that we talk about is shared hardship. And I think a way that you build trust with each other is going through hard things together. And so in this bonding that you're talking about here, to me it's the ultimate bonding. It's preparing ourselves for littoral combat in an island and jungle environment. And so we're doing things that are hard. We're doing it with food deprivation. We're doing it with sleep deprivation. We're building each other up through very hard times together. And I think that builds the bonding that you're talking about. That's a great point. I think the first message is that how proud I am of them. This was not an easy thing for any of them to do. We look at our adversaries throughout the Pacific. We know that we may be called to combat in a littoral environment like this. And so one of the things I wanted them to prove to themselves is that they can stand up, they can fight these challenges when things are hard, when times are tough, and most importantly, they can count on each other. And I think through this experience, they validated that.
Training kan, an kumie rojan Schofield, kaya lo away, kanartom training lukun, unirgar training team building. ngan leadership and unity rejutokum kaman team building bonding training impar training lale dongani jiginum lale nge ramarong bar itok ilo ranangan itok mantak kenege rakanan kagajolak religion jebe pen Amerika ipen majal lukun uninar kar kumiga im team ga kar idongani ji oh kamar tok chuan rano nako jo kiyo chuje kamar bar mag longan nganor Scofield kamaro choro larigi majal ra pokot kamaron bejan ngani pen team ga im team ga lo Kwajalein team ga lo ai to ga kamar yadalum training is oh okay yada in Richard anjin ya Allah tagalo ibai rigum rutolak ilo nejero Mojinagara school dalam Chuan army dia ngat rajawa chief warrant officer 2 arala kring araba chief low rank lari mata adanin peda langan joda ngelangam yen komar kenan ben largin lukun largin ibai etan pek charge majoran pegerangan charge major ya bengai rei dok rei chulok rei jodan talang bukwagam anon langan emman bi inna malamin kanya malo elo jang rei kakiji jirik warak ki gai bujum kainem kallo wagam anon langan ngan kijan me finish line innam kanya malo elo kijan ene chamalokin ne exercise jo kamar kinojin nijin kamar talangan namur innam training jen chuan ran in war ai tokan turun namur innam ran itu inne kamar talangan college kajamalo training lo college innam untuk training ke cupong tabaro innam kira kajamalo lo Kwajalein.
I think the biggest take that I took from this event was just teamwork can get you through everything. I think it's just having a positive attitude, lifting up your spirits through your left and right soldiers, and just have a good time with it.
You can control very few things, but attitude is a big one. So how positive you stay and how you work together goes a long way.
Commander Colonel Andrew Morgan, Colonel Kasrakar, Kachalai Tukujukin Berewan, Iba, Chonian, Lelak, Nabarak, Promodi Jonian, Largin Major Rain, Imrar, Koba Ben Army of 25th Infantry Division.
Langin Joda it served in 25th Infantry Division ilo Hawaii. Es periodo Scofield, Barrack. Digawin es cerebral ilo C3 Fire Operation. Chinona nagar kobalak ilo military. Kijangin ikijur magayan. Anyone chuan romajal. Lalwal chadagar beriye. Kariwot iyotada. Lain agar kanan kualangan dalangan rekilip ke jabar magat kabel ium bagari.
Jabar kaciyong kanan kan kata ini kataan Amerika yung Marshall Island, Romatan, Central Lulin, Richard Ansein, yung Centric Paul. Where juta ko diligin kan Marshall Island. Peraturan Kendall Imuyo karajaran tain komanda warga ene jinejin nephew yo ene chomber maya impamle yo an yo ni ba lale akoba lak ilo chabro dien lo tok island king
Direct in or repeat after me. I state your name. Solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I and will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and obey the orders of the officers over me, according to regulation and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Yago Kwajalein do Marshall Island from AFN 99.9 the wave ak Nogo im 97.9 Royal Red Radio. Nga West im ngajidok pagkazos in a kadak sirik kan kazin mazo. Nani sa episode in Kwajalein episode 130 Pusrak Melilin stop Pajarak is cerebral parangan kajabarok ak safety elang kwas lo sual men is sebeman kwajay gus kabajarage mogada jena lang soren and as word sirik video you can say nani pusrak im element and sedate safety ak kajabarok yo pusrak B-E-C-R-A-K Pusrak ak stop except Pusrak Pusrak
Kustanta alagi kan talingum kamana antay na yo amaran rebang anton talingum kamana joni ak kebal
Pajarak
apa aja itu ya
koy koy kajarapal ken talang
ay ko yang mau
safety apa cie talaga kumancoren
ay ko yang mau ay ko kajarapal safety mo lang ular dan talim
oh iya kan kau jalan mana ke Bajarak? Doi